I'd like to call to order the special meeting of the Village Board for September 20th, 2022. Will you please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Corey, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone.
Here.
Trustee Franz.
Here.
Trustee Fry.
Here.
Trustee Lomax.
Here.
Trustee Panicola.
Here.
Trustee Perez.
Here.
Trustee Carmona is absent. That's 6. We have a quorum.
At this time, I'd like to have a motion to move the announcements of the residential landscape contest winners ahead so they don't have to sit through this whole entire meeting. So
Yep.
can I have a motion?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Okay, so we will move the announcements up for the 2022 Village of Bentonville Residential Landscaping Contest winners. So our third place winner, I just have the address, 223 Judson. Are you here? Okay, congratulations, 223 Judson. Second place, 224 Barron.
Ooh.
Congratulations. Hope you didn't do that planting flowers.
Officially.
You want to take a quick picture? You all right right there? Oh, you want to go up first? Let them do it first.
The president. Yep. Congrats.
Oof.
Oh, I know.
And the number one first place winner, 579 Hillside.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
What are you, a prepared speech?
Anna.
What's up, guy? All right? Sir? All right. Thank you, Mr. Here's your winning prize. It's anywhere between 25 and 500. You got it first? You gotta hold up the award. You gotta hold up the award.
Yeah, hold it up. Yay. Oops.
Beat the rain. Chester, congratulations.
Yay, congrats.
All right. Let's do it. That's it, right? Back to my regularly scheduled programming. Okay, at this time, we will move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
We have no public comment this evening.
This will conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the August 23rd, 2022 Village Board meeting?
So motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any modifications to the minutes? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry.
Yes.
Trustee Lomax.
Yes.
Trustee Panicola.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $2,707,541.84. Is there a motion to approve the warrant?
You
So
have a
moved.
motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz.
Yes.
Trustee Fry.
Yes.
Trustee Lomax.
Yes.
Trustee Panicola.
Yes.
Trustee Perez.
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and the warrant is approved. There are no items on the consent agenda. Number 1, ordinance granting approval of a site plan and amendment to a planned unit development for an expansion of outdoor storage and parking at 525 Meyer Road. Is there a motion to approve this ordinance?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second on the motion?
Second.
Being a motion, second. Curtis, you have discussion on this?
Yeah, so 525 Meyer, it's actually, it's not an additional lot, it's they're kind of redoing the end lot on Foster and Meyer there. They've had several amendments to their plan unit development. They basically are expanding the lot and reconfiguring the on-site detention there. So there are some additional conditions for increased landscaping and such, but really not much new to the entire development there.
Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, ordinance is passed. Number 2 is an ordinance granting approval of a special use permit for truck repair at 621 North Illinois Route 83. Is there a motion to approve this ordinance?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Being a motion and second, Curtis, you want to take this for discussion again?
Yeah, so 621 Route 83, this is actually a big project because they cleaned up a lot of kind of trucking issues that we had at the property previously. There were several tenants. They're moving down to one tenant. This one tenant will be working on their own trucks, so they won't be bringing trucks from other companies in. So that's part of the conditions here. But because they are working on trucks, we require a special use for that. But it's a big cleanup in the property. We're actually pretty excited about this. We got some couple problem users off the site. So
Any questions from our board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, ordinance is passed. 3 is an ordinance granting approval of a site plan, special use permit, restaurant, special use permit drive-through facility, and a variation for a new restaurant and parking area at 596 North York Road. Is there a motion to approve this ordinance?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
There being a motion and second, Curtis?
yeah, so this is the long ago restaurant at York and Foster. I think it was a airplane something facility not too long ago. So it's coming back as a restaurant, drive-through facility, Greek food. They do have another restaurant existing, a good operation. It's a really unique site. If you look at the site plans in your packets there, they have a large easement for the access to the property to the west of them. So it was really tough to figure out sort of a configuration that works, but I think they did a really good job. So that's why you have the driveway or the parking variation that's included here, but the restaurant and industrial and a drive-through are both special use, which is what you're seeing there. Other than that, it seems like a good operation, and we're excited for this one to come through.
Excellent.
Anything? Marshall, you're good? Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's
Motion
5.
carries, the ordinance is passed. 4 is a resolution declaring default on contract with Eagles Landscape 2 Corporation to perform lawn and alley maintenance. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a
Do
motion.
I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, discussion?
Yeah, so these next two items go together. The first one, this is we do our tall grass and alley maintenance program. So earlier this year in April, we approved the contract with Eagles Landscape 2. We had some issues with them this year. So we are recommending to declare default on this contract, which is we have a right to do within the contract, basically for any reason. Essentially, we found some issues with them charging us for properties that they said they cut that they didn't. They did rectify it. We got paid back for those, but it's pretty decent break with what we expect out of our contractor. Then the next one I'll get into, but it's the replacement for Eagles Landscape 2.
Any questions on the first motion? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. And then on to the next one is a resolution authorizing a contract with LAR Lawn and Grounds for the 2022 lawn and alley maintenance programs for the village of Bensonville. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, go ahead, Curtis.
Yep, so we only have about a month or so left of the program, but we did want to bring somebody back on, and then this will essentially take the place, and we'll have renewals. We have an option to renew, I think, the additional 2 renewals with these. This is the actual, our contractor from last year's program. They didn't submit this year because they were going to stop doing commercial property, like basically commercial contracts. They were going completely single-family residential. Decided that wasn't exactly what they wanted to do. We kind of reached out. They were interested in our program again. This is a good thing. We really liked them last year. We were disappointed they didn't submit. So we're happy to have them back on board. It's the same pricing that we approved for Eagles Landscape too, so nothing actually changes. We just get our old contractor back.
Any questions from the board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. Infrastructure and Environment, we do not have a report. Under Administration, Finance, and Legislation Committee, number 1 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a consulting agreement with Sempel International Transportation Consulting for services in the not-to-exceed amount of $15,000. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a
Do I
motion?
have a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Discussion, is it gonna be Julie? No discussion?
I'm aware of, I don't know about this one. Does someone else?
Joe? Joe?
Probably an Evan one.
Evan's not here, he's out of town, right?
Yeah.
This is the, is this a CP Railroad agreement?
This is a CP Railroad agreement.
So this is
for-
CP Rail?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so this is for the CP Rail, this is where we have the 9 towns together and we're all looking for the, consulting firm. So there being a motion and a second on this, is there any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
Motion
That's fine.
carries, resolution is approved. Public safety is a resolution authorizing an intergovernmental cooperation agreement between the Village of Bensonville and the Emergency Telephone System Board, which is ETSB. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
You have a
Do
motion?
I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, Chief?
This is the Emergency Telephone System Board. They're going to be purchasing new police radios for the police department. We just have to have an intergovernmental agreement with them for them to give us the funds.
Short and sweet.
That's it.
Any questions from the board? New radios with an intergovernmental agreement. Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. 2 is a resolution approving an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Bensonville and Bensonville School District 2 to provide a school resource officer for the 2022-2023 school year. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a motion?
Have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and second, Chief?
This has been a long-standing partnership between the village and District 2. We provide a police officer to be inside the schools, and they pay the salary for the time that they have him. So this intergovernmental agreement covers the costs in the salary and the police car that we provide.
Any questions from our board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carried, resolution is approved. 3 is a resolution approving payment of invoice to Northeast DuPage Family and Youth Services for fiscal year 2023. Is there a motion to approve this
You have a
resolution?
motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and second, Chief, discussion on this one?
This is a contract between us and the Northeast DuPage group, and what they do is they provide counseling services for people in the village who need them but can't afford them. So the village buys this much time for the year, and then we pass it out throughout the year to people who are in need.
Questions from the board? Call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. Nothing under Rec and Community Building Committee. Public Works is an ordinance designated certain property as surplus and authorizing the disposition of the same. Is there a motion to approve the ordinance?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Being a motion and a second, Joe, pretty self-explanatory.
Yep, we just got a 50-year-old portable generator we'd like to surplus and get to auction.
Any questions from the board? Call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, the ordinance is passed. 2 is a resolution authorizing a design engineering services agreement with Baxter and Woodman Incorporated for the South Industrial Business District Improvement Project in the not-to-exceed amount of $232,000. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have
Yep.
a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second, Joe, discussion?
Yeah, so we're seeking to begin our design engineering for this project that's actually anticipated to be constructed in 2024. The project will include roadway reconstruction in our South Business District, a new, which will include Entry Drive, William Street, Judson Street, James Street, and Bernice Drive. It's about 4,000 linear feet of new PCC concrete pavement, curb and gutters, driveway entrances. We're gonna add sidewalks, replace a water main, do some drainage improvements, landscaping, all the such. The village received $1.2 million in Rebuild Illinois funds that we're going to apply to this project. We're also going to look at a potential SSA for the remaining funds. As this is a grant type of program, it's got to go through IDOT. That's why we want to get a head start on it, because our IDOT reviews have been taking anywhere from 9 months to 18 months to get done. So we want to make sure we get this started, get the design going, everything submitted, so we can get this going in 2024. Our money actually sunsets in July of '25, so that's the reason why we're bringing it so soon. Baxter and Woodman is one of our shortlisted design engineers. We feel they'll do a great job on this project. It's our normal scope of work for design engineering. Total cost $232,000, which is about 5% of our estimated $4.5 to $5 million project. So staff does recommend approval.
Any questions from our board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. 3 is a resolution authorizing a design engineering services agreement with Christopher B. Burke Engineering Limited for the Bryn Mawr Avenue and Virginial Drive, I always screw that one up, improvement project in the not to exceed amount of $151,950. Is there a motion to approve?
Have a motion?
We have a second.
Second.
There being a motion and a second, please, Joe, discussion?
Yeah, so this is a project scheduled for next year's construction season. It's Bryn Mawr and Virginal Drive. Similar scope to our normal industrial roads, new concrete pavement. We are going to put in a new 12-inch water main, do some drainage improvements, sidewalks, and things of the such. We intend to use TIF funds to support this project. Christopher Burke has designed basically all of our industrial roads up in the North Business District, so we felt it was appropriate to let them continue with that. Their scope on the project is our typical scope with surveying, geotechnical investigation, design, specs, all the such. Negotiated fee was $151,950. That's about 7% of the estimated $2.1 million project, and staff does recommend approval.
Questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. 4 is a resolution authorizing the Village of Bentonville to apply for Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program funding for the York Road Shared Use Path Project and committing to all required local match funding. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a motion.
We have a second.
Second.
There being a motion and a second discussion?
As you know, I like to get grants and get free money for the village, so this is another grant opportunity for us. The ITEB grant pays 80% of the construction costs, design costs, construction engineering costs, and potentially even land acquisition costs. So we are applying for this grant this year in this call for the York Road Bike Path. This project probably won't be done until 2026, 2027. As part of the Tollways 390, 490 program, they will be reconstructing York Road after they do the 6 flyover bridges in the next couple of years. DuPage County actually has jurisdiction of the roadway, and because the tollway is doing it, they don't want to mix private funds with federal funds, so this would be a standalone project after the road's redone to put in the bike paths on the foundations that they're going to do as part of their project. So in order to apply for the grant, we need to do a resolution basically promising that if we do get the grant, we will pay our 20%. The total cost right now is expected to be about $1.73 million, so our local match would be $385,000 to put a new bike path in from where we ended on South Thorndale as part of the tollway project all the way down to Irving Park Road. So staff does recommend approval of this resolution.
Any questions from the board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. 5 is a resolution authorizing a purchase order to No Ramp for the purchase of a 19-foot flatbed utility trailer in a not-to-exceed amount of $17,000. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a
Do
motion?
I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, Joe, why do we need this?
So we have a very small, unsafe wooden trailer that we move some of our equipment around in. It's very one-dimensional. So this trailer is actually be multi-purpose. It's a lot longer. It's made of steel. It has a hydraulic lift, a winch on it, so we could actually take this trailer out when we're doing our roadway program, internal roadway program. We can put a Bobcat and a grinder and a saw on the same thing, do it once in a much safer way than we're doing it right now. We did go out and research probably a dozen different trailers. We found this was our best one that suited our needs and actually fit within our budget. We had a $19,000 budget, and this is coming in just under $17,000, so staff does recommend approval.
Questions from the board? Call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. 6 is a resolution authorizing a purchase order to Brentag Great Lakes Incorporated for the purchase of additional sodium bisulfite in the not to exceed amount of $20,400. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
You have a motion?
Of a second.
Second.
Being a motion and a second, is there any discussion?
So sodium bisulfite is a neutralizing agent we use at the wastewater treatment plant. So we have to neutralize our chlorine before we ship it into the creeks. As everybody has seen with material cost and chemical cost, the prices jumped up quite a bit with our current contract with another contractor. They were increasing the cost about 45%. We found somebody else who could do it for about 7% more than what we were paying. So we started to purchase our chemical through them. We've gotten to the point where we exceeded our $10,000 limit. We're also using more quantity because we have a repair we need to do on a certain gate that's causing us to use more quantity. So basically, this purchase order will not only be enough to pay our previous bills, our current outstanding bills, but the rest of our bills we expect for the rest of the year. So for $20,400, we are recommending a purchase order to Brentag.
Questions from our board? Call the roll, please.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. Number 7 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a purchase order to Engenetics for the purchase of SCADA hardware and radio upgrade in the not to exceed amount of $86,900. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a
Do I
motion?
have a second?
Second.
Being a motion and a second, discussion, Joe?
So our village installed a SCADA system in order to monitor and control our water distribution system, production system, and also our 22 lift stations back in 2012. It was one of the first things I did when I got here in the village. It allowed us to stop staffing our weekends for our water department and our wastewater department, so it was a great savings to us. Just like any technology, though, they have lifespans on them. This one was about 8 to 10 years. We're approaching, actually, are at our 10th year already. Our PLCs that run the facility, the SCADA software, are no longer available. The replacement parts are no longer available. And we thought this would be a good opportunity to also update our radios from an old serial connection to an Ethernet connection. Again, just trying to get with the times. The cost of doing all this work is $86,900. Energetics has been our SCADA consultant since we started, so it's kind of a sole source for us, and we are recommending approval.
Questions from the board? Call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 5.
Motion carries, resolution is approved. On the presidential remarks, first and foremost, the board wants to wish Rosa Carmona a speedy recovery as she's recovering from some surgery. So that's why she's not here with us today, and we don't expect her for several weeks. So that's kind of why this meeting was moved around. And also, Marie, we wish you well in your surgery coming up next week. So a speedy recovery for you as well. We're all going to be praying for you and hoping the best for you. So speedy recovery. On to some presidential remarks. If you haven't already noticed, but the Wilkes family has been hard at work assembling their Halloween display in the Town Center Park. Beginning October 1st through Halloween, the displays will come to life every Friday and Saturday evening between 7 and 10 p.m. There will be snacks and refreshments available for purchase. Additional information can be found on our website. The Village Branch and Brush Pickup begins the week of October 3rd. And just a friendly reminder that all brush must be at your curb by 7 a.m. on Monday morning. And just a little update, next week I will be testifying in front of the Federal Surface Transportation Board in Washington, D.C. regarding the effects of the potential merger of the Canadian Pacific Railway and the Kansas City Southern Railway and the magnitude of the impact it will have on the village of Bentonville and other communities in the coalition to stop the CPKC. So please see the village website for more information on the merger and the link to the coalition to stop CPKC website. That will conclude my village president's report. No village manager report, as we don't have a village manager here today. Village attorney report.
I have no report, Mr. President.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board? Seeing none, is there any new business to come before the board? Need for executive session?
There is no need, Mr. President.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Panicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Motion
Yes.
carries, and we are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.